Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alayna Rania, and it's been a while since I have posted something. Me and two of my friends have been working on this series called The Halloway Family, and I'd like to introduce you all to the characters. First in the family, we have Alexander. Being the oldest in the family, the parents considered him as a practice child. He wasn't always given what he wanted, and was constantly told no and given strict rules, hence why he himself is so strict. He is also very, very honest, and tries to make sure nobody does any funny business such as sneaking out or glitter bombing the kitchen. He was actually the second character that was designed for the Halloways. He's 6'1" and is 27 when the story begins. Fun fact, he was actually supposed to be 32, but we trimmed down to have less of an age gap, or at least from what I can remember, it was something like that. He has a girlfriend named Bella and a job. Plus, one thing you won't see in the series, as far as my knowledge goes, is that he has a spider tattoo on his back. He has the least amount of power compared to the siblings, the most noticeable ability being sleep-inducing venom. However, the venom is in his boot, being more of a problem than an ability. Actually, the powers kind of increase the younger everyone gets. But yeah, I think he's a cool character. Next up on the list, we have Eric, who this series focuses on the most. Anyone around him didn't view him too normally due to his ability to create weapons. I mean, I would be scared too if a 5-year-old spawned a gun into existence. He also has a second ability, being nausea-inducing venom. As a child, he also constantly wanted to be in the air, so his parents installed hanging furniture for him just to be on. This furniture still stands in the house. He is the second oldest at age 25, and he stands at 5'4". Eric is very energetic compared to his siblings, and is also the type of person to not pay attention to something and still get straight A's, assuming he was allowed to be at school. He also despises his glasses with a burning passion, and so he puts them on at night. He just stitches them any other time during the day. That way, whenever someone tells him he needs to wear his glasses, he can say he wore them at night. I personally find this man very fun to draw, and he is so much more than I described him, so expect the unexpected from him. Now, the second youngest, we have Oliver. Despite his entire family having some form of older clothing, he likes things more modern. This will show more in the series since everyone has some style from the 1900s or before, at least for the most part, especially when they're outside. While his siblings are all on the first floor, he is forced into the basement due to his ability. When he was just a small child, he threw a tantrum over not getting the food he wanted and ended up going berserk. His parents originally set him up to live in the attic, but he broke the floor and was sent to the basement instead, where they could barricade the trapdoor easier. Oliver doesn't like his ability because he can't control it, and despite everyone not caring about each other too much in the family, that doesn't mean he wants to hurt them. He's 19 years old and stands at 5'10", and is on the introverted side, for the most part. He never really leaves his room because he has food and a bathroom in there. Why would he? And because he doesn't need to accidentally hurt the others and get really mad. However, he does like to sneak out of the house and he enjoys walks. He just doesn't want to confront his siblings. Oliver is one of my favorites personally, and I also like to draw him a lot. Very fun to draw. Now, lastly, of all the siblings, we have Alice. She is the youngest and the only female of her house, and since her parents are out of the picture, you can only imagine the men attempting to understand a teenage girl. She is 5'3" and 13 years old, and while she can defend herself, it doesn't mean she's immortal. At the same time, Alice holds the most power in her family, which I made an animation to show you all as an example. When her ability is activated, a barrier forms around her and drains life and powers from others to build to herself. She can't control her ability, similar to Oliver. However, unlike Oliver, she remains half-conscious and can try to avoid a lot of disaster. She appears the most human out of everyone, and even lives a normal life, and goes to school. But she needs to constantly be watched by those around her as a just in case. She's not entirely human, you know. For side characters, I don't have a lot to say about them. At the beginning of the series, there are 4. Arrow is just some guy who's like their uncle. Who knows why they took them in? I don't. Probably. Bella is Alexander's girlfriend and the mother figure to most of the family. Scarlet and Finn honestly just exist to protect Dallas and hate each other. The story goes deeper for all of these characters, but now isn't the time to discuss that. Now that I've introduced the characters, let's talk about the series. As you probably assumed, this series circles around the 4 siblings. Now, creatures called roamers infest their town, and they have to live knowing that they are most definitely in danger. The story goes much deeper than that, but I think that's the simplest way to explain it without giving it all away. Roamers are humans who got infected and have lost most control of their life. They're also pretty violent. Basically zombies. Now, one thing I should mention is that this series won't have voice acting. I'm also literally animating this on Flip, so the quality is as best as I can get it to look. I think that's all that's needed to be said. Thank you for watching the video, and I might release another one before the pilot comes out. Bye bye!